Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another MLM fails reactions video. Very excited about this. I've been compiling lots of material to react to, so hopefully this is a bit of a light watch for you to ease back into your January. A reminder that I do these videos because a lot of MLMs prey on students and a lot of you guys are students, so I want to prevent you guys from falling for these scams. So with that disclaimer out of the way, let's get into it. So the first Instagram story that we're reacting to is from a pretty big person in the Monat pyramid, and her Instagram story reads, "You'll always win when you don't hate on anyone and stay in your lane." And she captions it by saying, "Facts. No, but really this is my best winning advice." So this is true, but in the context of an MLM, they use staying in your lane and putting the blinders on as a manipulation tactic, right? So normally I would say that staying in your own lane and not comparing yourself to other people is a pretty good thing. But when you're in an MLM, they stop you from thinking critically. And this is a aspect of the bite model, which lays out the characteristics of cults. And MLMs are very similar to cults. If you look at Dr. Stephen Hassan's work and also my video comparing MLMs to cults, which will be interesting to you guys if you're studying sociology. And of course, when she's referring to hate, she's talking about anti-MLM people, because when the anti-MLM community are, sharing these stories of people who have been burned so badly by MLMs, a lot of them come out of MLMs themselves, so they have personal experience to draw upon. The reason that they're so bothered by the anti-MLM community is because it directly affects their income. Because when their downlines, when people in towards the bottom of their pyramid scheme start to leave, they lose one layer of income. Okay, so this is a year-end virtual cocktail party hosted by the same individual, and the Instagram story reads, "Virtual cocktail party, so honored to have earned this call with 6 MDC members and 200 plus women. Took so much notes." So many notes is correct. And it said, "Yes, the Coke is my cocktail." Okay, cool. But the most concerning thing is, why do you have to earn this call, right? So everything has to be earned. You have to hit a certain rank. You have to sell a certain amount of personal volume or have a certain amount of team members to be able to earn these calls. And they make you feel like you're so special once you've entered these calls. And that's another manipulation tactic, to make you feel so special and to feel like you're actually like part of something, when these people are your competition, and they will act like your competition. If you leave an MLM, the community isn't your community anymore. They will turn your backs on you. Okay, so this is a screenshot of their most recent drop. So altogether, the Shimmering Radiance Body Luminizer limited edition gift set, 3 products plus a brush, are $168.99. Let me find out how much that is in pounds, because I think that's pretty ridiculous. Let me ask Google. Hey Google, how much is $168.99 in pounds?
Approximately £126.94.
£126.94. That's a lot of money for a small amount of stuff. And it's not even like well known. It's not even, the only people who promote it are these market partners. And bear in mind that it says the suggested retail price is actually $321. It's so much money. Like, for that amount of money, you could get like a really, really premium, well-known luxury skincare brand. And also, can we talk about how they were promoting body shimmers around like Christmas? Like, no one's going out. Like, no one's showing off their legs or whatever. I mean, if you want to, go do it, but don't use Monat. Okay, so the last story that I have, which is an image, the rest are going to be videos, is from one of the top leaders of the WFAB group that jumped to iGenius. This was around the time that this whole kerfuffle was happening. And she said, "Don't let fears, criticism, negativity, or opinions silence your voice. Live, become, and speak greatness, because that's what you are. Know your truth and live it, no matter who it makes uncomfortable." Again, usually I would endorse this message, but because it's an MLM speaking, telling you to block out the haters. They're telling you to block out the fears, block out the negativity. It's all about toxic positivity, looking at the MLMs with a positive light and accepting everything you hear from leaders as truth without actually questioning it. The people at the top know exactly what they're doing, and they're putting out these messages in order to seduce, essentially, their downline to stay with them. So let's react to some videos now. So this one is actually the guy who is at the top of iGenius, or one of the very top leaders, and he was recognized at the $1 Million Hall of Fame something at the GoPro virtual conference, which I reacted to here. Lots of nonsense, a lot of shenanigans. This is one of his IGTVs, and it's about his journey from wanting to be $1 million earner to now being it. So let's have a look at this.
And next year you can be here.
You're welcome. Well done.
Can we talk about how he was so fixated on it? I don't know if he's acting here or if this is like recorded in hindsight. You know, you don't know how they manipulate these things. Let's say it's true. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's not acting. It's so sad how he looks so fixated at the screen. Looks like that's the only thing that matters to him. It's just so sad. It's just so sad. A lot of these things just make you all about money because that's the thing. You need people underneath you to make money, and therefore you're going to be constantly obsessed with money. Anyway, let's carry on.
First and foremost, Eric and Ariana, I appreciate you so much. 2019, I met Eric at the old school in my life, and we had a strong conversation. All you gotta do is play this Arab network marketer in the world.
So apparently he's the youngest Arab network marketer in the world. But yeah, it's really sad how these people, especially iGenius and a lot of Forex, crypto, MLMs, target people of color, like especially, you know, Black and I think Latino communities. I haven't really heard much of them doing stuff in the UK, but if you have, let me know. This is an interesting one. Haters typing a mean comment under your post. I don't want to play the sound because it's copyrighted probably. The thing is, they see everyone who is against MLMs as just haters, and when you categorize people as haters, you can say that they're, you know, just full of emotion, they don't make any sense, they're insane, you know, crazy, all of the derogative connotations of haters, right? When actually anti-MLM haters are just calling out what is wrong, calling out, exposing manipulative and predatory practices of multi-level marketing schemes. So a lot of people who have left MLMs now see why this is the case.
Help me cross this $100,000 mark. I know it's going to require more of me, more than what it did last year. It's going to require some extra lengths here, more times of getting uncomfortable. Well, you know, I'm announcing it to the world, I'm making it public. Listen, Lily Zaremba will be making $100,000 a month by 2021. It must happen.
Apparently she's praying to God to ask for 100,000 months in 2021. Don't know why I said that weirdly. 2021. They're just obsessed with money. And also this is like faith manipulation. They use this a lot. Isabel Lanta talks about this a lot. That MLMs really turn on the faith when they want to recruit people. When they're like, God wants you to do this. Step into your calling. God's put me in this MLM. No, God didn't do this. Or whatever you believe in, you know.
I was publicly announcing to you guys and to my social media, watch me. By 2021, I will be making this amount of income monthly. And I did it. I freaking did it. To see that old Lily and to see that throughout 2021, she stayed.
I love how when she's saying that we did it, who's we? Your team. Yeah, you built it off their backs. Anyway, when she said we did it, that goal became reality, aka she managed to make 100,000 a month, apparently. She has to put earning commissions, take significant work, past performances don't guarantee future gains, results are not typical. The fact that she has to put that means that she's one of the rare ones. And so when you're looking at that, you know, it's not just a disclaimer that they have to put, it's a real thing that they have to put because most people don't make that much money. Only a very small percentage of people will make that amount of money. And the fact is, she's making that amount of money off of her entire pyramid, aka downline, people who are under her, who are signing up because they see this kind of crap and they think that they can make this kind of money, but they really can't. And that's not me saying that, you know, I don't believe that they can. It's possible, but it's not probable at all. And that's why they keep dangling this carrot in front of you to get into the pyramid scheme.
To be making $2 million a month. Yes! $2 million a freaking month. That's crazy. As I was writing that down, I was like, damn, really?
$2 million a month by the end of 2022 is her goal. Why do you need that much money, first of all, to flex on your potential recruits? It's just really sad.
We are going to be walking that $1 Million Hall of Fame. And I ain't doing it alone. I'm doing it with my team. We're not going to do this alone. And I just cannot wait. I cannot wait for that moment to come because it's done. I already know what's happening. It's done.
The fact that they act like they're doing this with their team, not their team doing it for them, specifically in iGenius, their packages are like crazy expensive and put it in here. But the fact that they're acting like they're doing this to help other people is kind of gross. Like, if you just want money, just say it. Don't sugarcoat it. Like, I will respect you more if you're just saying I'm doing this for the money, rather than saying I'm doing this to help you when you're really not.
People saying her success is because she has a sugar daddy. Oh, she has a rich dad, or things like that. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna make a reel out of it. So that's the new reel for today. Check that out. I like making, honestly, all the parts of my business that some people would think is negative or whatever into humorous.
So she's actually on TikTok, and if you didn't know, scams are not allowed on TikTok, so go and report her. So that is it for today's MLM reactions video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something, and hopefully you won't fall prey to these scams. If you have had any experiences or want to share any thoughts, leave them in the comments below, and I will gladly get back to them. I love discussing this kind of thing. It's just so interesting. If you want to hear about how I almost got into R1, another MLM scam, watch this video here, and I also have a whole playlist here of other stuff. So hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.